Ever wondered which U.S. states have the lowest and highest tax rates? If so, you're in for some intriguing tax facts. Let's dive into a study conducted by WalletHub, which ranks all 50 states, including Washington, D.C., based on their tax rates. This study isn't as straightforward as you might think. It's not just about income tax. The researchers considered 4 different kinds of taxes: real estate, property, income, and sales and excise. They used data from the median U.S. household, like income, home value, and car value, to figure out how much people in each state generally spend on taxes. It's a comprehensive look at how taxes impact the average American's pocketbook. Now, you might be wondering, which states have the lowest tax rates and which ones have the highest? Well, we're about to reveal the winners and losers in this tax ranking. So, which states emerged as winners and losers? Stay tuned to find out. According to the study, Alaska takes the crown for the lowest tax rates. A WalletHub study reveals that the largest state in the U.S. boasts the lowest tax rates among all 50 states and Washington, D.C. This determination takes into account 4 different types of taxes: real estate, property, income, and sales and excise. The data from the median U.S. household, such as income, home value, and car value, were used to calculate the general tax expenditure in each state. Alaska's total state and local tax rates on the median U.S. household are a mere 6.73%, leading to an annual tax payment of just under $5,100. Following closely are Delaware and Wyoming, with tax rates of 7.18% and 7.39% respectively. And here's a surprise: states with no income tax, like Washington and Texas, don't necessarily rank at the top. Sales and excise taxes in Washington take a significant 8% chunk out of the median resident's annual income, and Texans pay 1.63% of their annual income on real estate taxes. But what about the other end of the spectrum? Who has the highest tax rates? At the opposite end of the tax spectrum, we find Illinois with the highest tax rate. With a staggering rate of 16.51%, it's no surprise that many eyebrows are raised when the tax season rolls around in the Prairie State. The median household in Illinois is taxed nearly $12,500 annually, a figure that dwarfs the amounts in many other states. But Illinois is not alone in the high tax echelons. New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania join the fray, each boasting tax rates between 14% and 15%. The median households in these states have to part ways with a considerable chunk of their income each year, making the tax burden a significant part of their financial planning. Now, you might be thinking, why not just move to a state with no income tax? Well, it's not that simple, as the case of Washington and Texas illustrates. Despite having no income tax, these states don't necessarily offer the lowest overall tax burden. Washington, for instance, levies sales and excise taxes that snatch a good 8% chunk out of the median resident's annual income. Texans, on the other hand, shell out 1.63% of their annual income on real estate taxes. This places Washington 38th and Texas 42nd in the overall state tax ranking. This brings us to an important point. When examining tax rates, it's crucial to look beyond the income tax. Other forms of taxation, such as sales, excise, and property taxes, can significantly impact the total tax burden. It's this combination of taxes that determines how much each resident contributes to the state's coffers. As you can see, the tax landscape across the U.S. is varied and complex. It's not just about the numbers. It's about understanding how these numbers are derived and what they mean for the average taxpayer. So, the next time you're mulling over your tax return, remember, it's not just about what you earn, but also about where you live. Let's quickly recap what we've learned about tax rates across the U.S. Our journey took us from the snowy peaks of Alaska, with the lowest tax rates at a mere 6.73%, to the bustling streets of Illinois, where the tax rate peaks at a steep 16.51%. We've discovered that the tax landscape is diverse and complex, with states like Delaware and Wyoming also boasting low rates, while New York and Pennsylvania join Illinois on the higher end of the scale. And let's not forget those tax-free states like Washington and Texas, where sales and excise taxes can still take a considerable chunk out of your income. All these findings were made possible by the comprehensive WalletHub study, which analyzed real estate, property, income, and sales and excise taxes across all 50 states. So next time you're filing taxes, remember this: where you live can have a significant impact on how much you pay.